Welcome to Two Giant Goofballs, a New York Giants podcast. Are you a goofball that loves Giants football? If so, sit back and relax. Except you, that person driving. Sit up and keep your eyes on the road. Your ears, though, can still listen as we talk about the team that both excites and frustrates us so much. And now, here are your goofball hosts, Drew and Rob.
Welcome, fellow goofballs, to Two Giant Goofballs, a New York Giants podcast. I am Drew, joined as always by...
Me, Rob. Let's go win not a Super Champ because we're not.
Yeah, just the Pro Bowl. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Saquon Barkley look good.
Yep. Eli Manning is undefeated as a head coach. He is officially the better Manning. He's officially the better Manning.
With a smaller forehead.
He definitely has a smaller forehead. Oh, my God. I think Peyton has the bigger forehead than all the other Manning brothers put together. And we'll throw Archie
family.
in the mix. We'll throw Archie and Archie.
Yeah.
Woo. I think it'd be a theme park. So we got a couple of bits of Giant news here for you guys before we get started talking about possible cap casualties for this offseason. And then since it happened today, I guess we're going to talk about the Pro Bowl. We're going to wait to the last thing for that, though, because it's almost like we're going to talk about it because we have to. It's like it happened. I guess we have to.
I am going to be that guy. Look at his face. Look at his face. Look at his face. Is this an old face? It's not an old face, but I am an old man watching this Pro Bowl.
Actually, the closer you got, the older it got.
Yeah.
You see the fine lines and pores.
All these pores are coming out.
Oh, no. Oh.
But, oh, my God. So, the people out there in podcast land, I am an old man. I enjoy doing a shuffleboard league at American Legion where I am a member of. That's my Sundays. I am watching this Pro Bowl at the American Legion confused as fuck. And the only thing excuse my language, the only thing I think of is I'm the youngest person here watching this confused. There is no one else here that understands the flag football that's going on right now. The only thing they understand is, it's Eli and it's Peyton.
Well, let's get into the Pro Bowl here in a little bit here because we got first up we got some Giant news. We got the cap casualties here to talk about. So the biggest news here, I think, that came out in the last couple of days is Joe Shane came out saying he did not want to tag Daniel Jones, which is interesting because they haven't been talked to Daniel Jones yet. You haven't talked to him about an extension yet.
Funny. Hey, sidetracks. It's funny. I say they're not going to do that.
What? I still think they're going to do it. I still think they're going to. They can say all they want, they don't, but you haven't even started conversations with the guy, and you're supposed to get this contract done in the next couple of weeks.
They're going to pay him around the ballpark situation of what a tag would be, and they're going to tag Barkley. They're going to tag Barkley. Barkley, like, he wants $16 million. They're going to tag him at 10-1.
They're gonna tag Barkley if they sign Jones, but I don't think they're gonna have a chance to sign Jones before the deadline here. Because the way they're going, they haven't contacted him yet. Are you kidding me? And you're so confident you're not gonna tag him? That's insanity to be that confident. You haven't talked to his agent about numbers. You have no clue what's going on yet. So, one of two things.
I'm not worried.
Either he's saying he doesn't want to tag him, but in the back of his mind, he knows he's probably going to have to. Or or he knows he's gonna have to tag him because he's not going to be able to come up with that deal in time. It's just like it's insanity to me to have this kind of talk. Like, I don't want to tag him. Then talk to the guy. Get a deal going. You said twice you haven't even talked to the guy yet. Once at the end of the year press conference, and once during the bye week when you talked to everybody else, you didn't talk to him. So I don't know. There's something up with this whole thing. Something doesn't seem right. But what does seem right is a celebration of the GOAT. And I'm not talking about the recently retired Tom Brady. We're talking about Tom Brady. We're talking about Lawrence Taylor here, who's going to be 64 years old as of yesterday. 64 years old. And I'm telling you, Giant fans, for those of you guys who grew up watching him like I did, I feel old as hell. Old as hell.
You are an old mother effer.
Yeah, well, I am.
sorry to put, I guess, raisins all over your picnic. I'm trying to be polite.
Raisins, wow. I hate raisins too, but yeah, I mean, it boggles me because like you grew up with this guy being like, not just an all-time great Giant, but literally the best football player ever play, at least defense, if you want to argue the best overall, but the best defensive player ever to play. And he's 64. And I'll say this, he did look a little older when he was ringing that bell this year at Giant Stadium, but whew, 64. No, it wasn't a bell of cocaine, no.
I'm so the cocaine to make him look old.
It could. Who knows? Now, we do have good news, though, to give everybody, too, though. So, Mike Kafka got a second time for the Arizona Cardinal head coaching job. And as of just 9:13 this evening, so we're shooting this at about 10 o'clock right now, so about 45 minutes ago, Jeremy Fowler of ESPN tweeted that he was informed he is out of the running for the head coaching position. So, to the best of my knowledge, this is the last position that Mike Kafka was going to look at as a head coach. So we should be keeping Mike Kafka next year. The big thing still is Wink Martindale, who, again, is going for his third interview with the Indianapolis Colts here. And if he doesn't get that job, guys, we're going to return both coordinators. That's huge.
Fantastic.
Huge.
Fantastic.
Huge.
Big and long.
Whoa. So let's get into our cap casualty situation here, because we talked about this the other day, how the Giants have the third or fourth most
third biggest cap space.
We got about 44.5 million.
We can enjoy some silence, but at the same time, we don't have a quarterback or a receiver. Or sorry, not a receiver, but a quarterback running back. So It's like, we got the third biggest cap space, but guess what? We have to sign.
Yep. The two biggest stars on offense we have. The biggest two stars on offense we have.
So, all right, we free up this cap space. Like, what do? Do we sign these guys?
Well, look at the numbers we were talking about it a minute ago. So let's say hypothetically, if we sign Jones to a $33 million deal or something like that, okay, you got $33 million tied up to him. Let's say you end up tagging, Saquon, he gets $10.5 million. Guess what, folks? We just used $43.5 million.
Yeah.
There's our cap space gone. Right there.
Bye-bye.
Gone. And what do we approve? Absolute jack and shit. We got the same players we had. We didn't even re-sign Julian Love yet in that scenario. So what does that mean, guys? It means we're gonna have to cut some people. Some cuts are gonna have to be made. It won't be personal. It'll be business.
Don't be kind, motherfuckers.
Except for one time that it will be personal, and that'll be Kenny Golladay, our first cap casualty.
Yeah.
Kenny freaking Golladay. So
bye. Bye.
Now, most of this episode, I'll be saying, if we cut this person. In this episode, guess what I'm going to be saying? When we cut him.
When?
When we cut him, there's not an if. There's no if
Listen.
in this. It's going to happen. We're going to cut him. And so when we cut him, here's where we're at numbers wise here: $14.7 million in dead cap space, and we'll save 6.7 against the cap. So that's still not bad at that point to save 6.7, $6.5 million like that. That's still a high end backup, good starter kind of guy to have on the team there. So it's worth doing it for that kind of money. Hell, I would cut him for $1. As long as I don't lose cap space, I would cut him. He's done.
I always have to because he has not done shit. He excuse my language, but he literally his
you only get excused the first time, Rob.
I take it back. Sorry, but his first touchdown as a New York Giant was with Davis Webb, who was our third string quarterback
in the very last game of the regular season
before he gets caught.
Second year, his last regular season game he'll ever have with the New York Giants. Yeah, and I was hoping this year at least to get the production we got out of him last year, and we got jacked from him. Absolutely nothing. Like a waste of space, waste of roster spot, waste of money, just an all around waste. So bye Kenny Golladay. Bye-bye. We're saving $6.7 million. So now we have a couple of offensive linemen to talk about, which sounds weird for the Giants to think about cutting offensive linemen. That's not a position we could do that with, the last couple of years. But guess what? It's time. It's time. So, as we get a comment here from Jackie, what a waste. Yeah, that's Kenny Golladay in a hole. What a waste. So, here's the first of the two offensive linemen to cut. First one, Matt Peart could be very well a cap casualty this offseason. So the guy hasn't been able to stay healthy much of his career. The guy has not been able to make the field because he can't even beat out the people in front of him, even when they're playing horribly. Looking at you, Nate Solder. Looking at you. The name Giant fans don't want to hear again. So I'm perfectly fine with getting rid of the guy. I think we've seen what we can get out of him, and we can't get anything out of him. He's a bad pick. It's a wasted pick, and we're just done. So we only lose $208,000 in dead cap space by cutting him, and we save $1.1 million. So
okay, bye.
Exactly, bye, Matt Peart.
Bye.
Been nice. You're not the Peart Plus. We hope you were.
Hopefully you're a perf.
So, yeah, Matt Peart gone. At least in my opinion, gone. We'll see what happens there. I'm not as sure as any of them as Kenny Golladay, but I think he gone. So we got the next offensive lineman is another guy who can never get healthy. And when he does get healthy, he fights back, he plays one game, and guess what happens? He gets hurt again. Can anyone guess who that is? Shane Lemieux. Shane, no, it's not my mom. She doesn't play the NFL.
Way off. Sorry. That was your mom. Apologies.
Shane Lemieux. So cutting Shane Lemieux would get us $87,000 in dead cap space. That's it. 87. That's nothing. That's like nothing. We save $1 million. We save $1 million. So
you said $87,000.
That's all we lose. $87,000.
Yeah, you keep them.
Keep them.
Yes.
For $87,000 you lose, and that's it? Dead cap space?
That's what I'm saying. You keep them.
Why?
It's $87,000.
No. You're misunderstanding what I'm saying, Rob. $87,000 is the dead cap. So we lose $87,000. We still have to pay him. That's it. We save $1 million against the cap by cutting him.
Gotcha.
So we're gained $1 million. No, if we gained $87,000, yeah, then it's stupid. Why would you cut him? At least we'll give him a shot in camp and see what happens.
Even if you lose, I'm saying, even if you lose $87,000, $87,000. When you talk about football contracts, like $87,000 is just nothing.
It's nothing. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. $87,000 to lose that in dead cap space, and that's it. That's nothing. I'll take that all day long. So to me, it's time to cut both those linemen loose. We've had both of them for a couple of years, and neither one of them have shown a dang thing. They're both going to their fourth year. These are guys that we started having Shane Lemieux was one of our starting guards there a couple of times. Guy gets hurt. I can't play. Matt, like I said, came and get a job from Nate Solder. Yeah, I'm done. Both those guys. I'm on to our next.
Well, I'm going to disagree with you. I'm sorry. I'm going to disagree.
Go ahead.
Like, I'm just saying, like you said, I'm going to disagree on your past content of let's get rid of what we say is in this.
Who, Shane Lemieux? You're saying to keep?
Yeah.
Why do you want to keep Shane Lemieux?
Because he costs nothing.
He's costing us $1 million, dude.
Okay, well, kind of
for a guy who never sees the field. If he was healthy, yeah, keep him. Let him play in camp. Let's see what he got. The guy never is healthy.
Agree to disagree because if he's 100% healthy next year, you might regret that decision. Like I won't.
I won't. Because even when he played, here's part of the problem, Giant fans. Everybody has glorified Shane Lemieux for some reason because he was a starter for a year. He was also one of the worst starting guards in the entire NFL. The guy was one of the worst pass blocking guards I've seen in my entire life. People are acting like he was a great player because he was a starter his rookie year. He was a starter his rookie year because our line sucked and we had no other option. So
we can respectfully disagree about all that. But so go for it.
So next we got the defense. So the first guy we have on the defense is the biggest contract. The big contract is Leonard Williams. Leonard Williams. So if we cut him, we got $20.2 million in dead cap space. $20 million in dead cap space. That's insane. That's a ton of money. But
that's a lot of money. Holy shit.
We save by cutting him $12 million. So the question is, for $12 million, do you want him on your team?
Sexy Dexy? Yeah.
No, not Leonard Williams.
So, I mean, obviously, I want him as well. Sorry. Yeah.
So, but like I said, you think he's worth it for the $12 million?
I think so.
So, here's what I think we should do: is I think we should go to the table, and I think we should look at going ahead and trying to do a, an extension of some kind, because we got to be able to get that down while keeping him. Because there's no way you can have $32 million to Leonard Williams.
Too small.
That's way, way, way too much. But I think extension the way to go. I think if you can do that, then you're good to go. But
the extension and attachment the way to go. But our problem comes down to is we got a lot of talent.
We have a lot of talent, you think?
Well, all right.
I think we need a lot of talent.
We
can't have $32 million into your second best defensive tackle.
You're right. All right. So take that back. What I'm trying to say is, like, we have a lot of talent that's come out and proved themselves this past year, but are they starters? Are they Super Bowl caliber starters? No. They have played well this past year, and they've.
Well, I'm saying this is just Leonard Williams. We're talking that's it right now. So Leonard Williams, is he worth $32 million?
No. Sadly, no.
And so that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We have to go ahead and try to get this guy extended. There's no way we can keep this guy $32 million. And if we can't extend him, then I think we got to look at cutting him. I hate to say it because the guy has been a good player for us. And you know my thoughts. I've talked about how good he is.
Actually, listen to Pat Trina. She had an interview with him, and it doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound good for us.
When did she interview him? I didn't hear that one.
It's like 3 weeks ago.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I don't think we're gonna keep him. I don't unless we extend him.
He legit had the whole interview, and it didn't sound good.
Yeah.
He obviously wants to be a Giant. He fought.
Pay me $32 million.
Yeah, he put it out there. He wants to be a Giant. But at the same token,
$32 million is way too much to pay the guy. And I think personally that he would stay on the team, obviously, if we paid him that kind of money and be happy to do it, but he's not worth $32 million. So to me, I think we should go ahead and cut him if he won't take an extension so we can get that number down, because that's all there is to it. So the next one we got is Adoree Jackson. So Adoree Jackson, if we cut him hypothetically, $10.5 million in dead cap space, $8.6 million saved. So to me, I don't think we cut him, but I think we got to get an extension going with this guy. We can't have the cap number so high for him. As good as a player as he is, there's got to be a way to do it. And you know, it's probably guaranteeing him more money down the line because he's definitely worth it. You know, we saw what the defense was without him. But, yeah, we can't not have Adoree Jackson on this team, but we also can't have him as high as he is cap space-wise in this year.
100%. Like, I don't know. There's no better way to put it than what you just put it right now.
Yeah.
He is by far the best player on our defense.
Yep. Well, I would say this. Dexter Lawrence is the best player, but he's the best cover guy we have by far.
Depends on the game.
Like I said, that's how I look at it personally. But like I said,
depends on the game.
But yeah, I think
Sexy Dex, and I love talking about Sexy Dex, but also give it truthful. Sexy Dex has also he's not been there as dominant as Adoree Jackson.
No, I mean I think he has been as dominant as Adoree Jackson. I think the big thing is just that Adoree Jackson plays a more premium position, and that's what it boils down to. And that's why I'm saying I won't cut him no matter what. If he doesn't want the extension, he doesn't want to take a pay cut, whatever the case may be, I'm still keeping him. I'm not letting that guy go no matter what.
No.
But I want to get that cap number down. If we can save even $3 million this year, then I think it's like I said, give the guy an extension, try to get that number down a little bit, and hopefully keep him at a much better number. So we have a second corner on the list, and I think it's a much better optimistic outlook that he probably does get going, and that's Darnay Holmes. I think Darnay Holmes might have seen his last action as a New York Giant, because if we cut him, it's only $198,000 in dead cap space. But we saved $2.7 million. That's a lot of money.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of money for a guy who's basically been a slot corner and not that good of one either. I mean, he's had his moments, but he's had some really bad moments too. I don't think it's worth it to keep him at that number. I think we can save $2.7 million. We can go ahead and use that money towards, re-signing Matt Breida, for example. We can go ahead and use that money towards maybe signing a low-end wide receiver. We have to need wide receiver help. There's so many things that we could do with that money that's better than paying Darnay Holmes that money. Hell, we can even get a different corner with it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think we should definitely go ahead and do that. The last guy we have on the list here is a special teamer, Gano, the kicker, who I don't think we cut no matter what, but I'm going to put him on the list just because of the fact that we do save some decent money by cutting him. So maybe the thing is we got to get a contract extension with him or something. So if we cut him, it's $2.7 million in dead cap space, and we save $2.9 million. So we saved $3 million.
There's no way a New York Giant we cut him.
No, and like I said,
I hear what you're saying. Like, I understand. I get what you're saying. We don't cut him. We don't cut him. Like,
no, that's what I'm saying as well. Don't cut him.
Yeah.
Don't cut him. What I'm saying is extend him. Extend him
Yeah.
and move the money down the line, because he's a good kicker. He's a little up there in age, obviously, but he still has enough years left of kicking because of the fact that he is a kicker.
A kicker.
That, yeah. He's 35 years old, which, I mean, means he probably has, 3-4 years left before you start. Yeah. Depending on it. I mean, hell, you get some guys kicking in their 40s, like Vinatieri and Gary Anderson back in the day and all those guys. So, I definitely think that he's got enough years on him that I would do an extension and get that number down. So let's say, hypothetically, yeah, right there. So let's say hypothetically we save $1 million on Gano. Let's say we cut Darnay Holmes. Okay, so we got $1 million. We got $2.7 million. Let's say we get the cap space number down on Adoree Jackson by doing an extension. Let's say another $3.5 million. Let's say we end up cutting Leonard Williams for a second here. Not that I want to, but let's see the option. That saves us $12 million. We end up cutting Peart and Shane Lemieux, and we end up cutting Kenny Golladay. We just freed up $28 million in cap space. That's some good money. That's some good money right there. That's some good money. And if we don't, let's say hypothetically we don't cut Leonard Williams, and we go ahead and do a deal instead where we restructure, give him an extension, whatever, which is what my hope would be. It's the outcome I would want. Let's say we get that number down $6 million and meet him in the middle there. We're going to go ahead and get $22 million in cap space by the moves we just talked about. That's still... So we're talking $22 to $28 million we just saved off the cap space making those moves. And what did we really get rid of? The only person that I'm worried about losing is Leonard Williams. I don't want to lose him, but I just don't want to pay him that kind of money either. He's the only one that I'm like, hold on. So we lose 2 linemen who can't stay healthy no matter what. We lose a wide receiver that can't catch the damn ball anyway. We lose a backup corner who's made some really bad plays in his career. And we lose... That's it? Yeah, that's all. That's easy to lose. I'll take that.
That's how it is.
Yeah, I'll take that all day long. So let's get into this Pro Bowl here, Rob. I know you're excited about the Pro Bowl. I know you are.
I was confused.
I can tell. I can tell. I can tell you're excited. You had that excited look in your face.
I am upset. I am so upset about this Pro Bowl.
So I think the big conversation every year is how do we fix the Pro Bowl? And
this is not the year.
But
this was not the year.
Oh, here we go. New subscriber. Hi, fellas. New subscriber. Keep up the good work. Go Giants. Go G-Men.
G-Men!
Thank you, host of horror. But yes, so I think the big thing is at one point we have to go ahead and figure out there just is no fixing the Pro Bowl. Instead of trying to fix it, let's just admit what it is. It's the worst All-Star game in all of professional sports. And there's no fixing it. Because they don't want to play. They don't want to play. So what I think they should look at doing, personally, if it was my decision, I would want to just do the simple skills competition like they do. Make it a big vacation party for the players. Give them an award and all, and have a dinner for them and stuff like that. Have a family vacation for them somewhere.
In Hawaii this week?
No. So they did this. This was at the Las Vegas Stadium there because they were doing the Super Bowl.
In Las Vegas this week?
I was not in Las Vegas. No.
You son of a bitch!
Whoa! What?
I'm sorry to talk down to your mother once again, Drew. If your mom's listening, I apologize. I do not mean to talk down to you as an individual, as a person.
Well, hold on. Why were you asking if I was in Vegas? Why are you asking if I was in Vegas? That's what people want to hear about.
Damn it, Drew. Were you in Vegas watching this game going on?
I was not in Vegas, no.
Okay, but you're still in Vegas.
No, I'm not. I wasn't in Vegas. No, I wasn't in Vegas. So, like I said, I think it's just a time they admit that it's not going to work, and they need to do it after the Super Bowl because that's when all the players might be able to go that are in the Super Bowl. I mean, you have
the best bet too is Josh Allen. Josh Allen is probably the best quarterback that was supposed to be in this whole concept.
Well, Joe Burrow, too.
All right. And I was thinking about it. I apologize, Joe Burrow fans.
Justin Herbert didn't want to go into. They have the Ravens' backup quarterback as a Pro Bowl quarterback. That's how bad it is.
I was about to get angry for Josh Allen fans because he decided not to play in this game because he said, F it, I'm going to play golf.
Yeah, and you know what? I think two things. I think they should have it after the Super Bowl so they can have. I mean, imagine having Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, the Kelsey brothers, those kind of players that they can't have right now in the Pro Bowl because of the when they did it. Those guys added to it adds more to it. But what I think they should do is just make it a simple skills competition. Make it where the players have to go. Like, I'm sorry, your multi-million-dollar babies show up to the goddamn Pro Bowl. It's for the fans. Show the hell up. Because you're disrespecting the fans by not going, in my opinion. Yes, is it a good quality football? No. But it's something fans enjoy doing.
So I disagree. And I also agree with you at the same time. So
pick a side.
I either want to see it all in or no fucks given. No offense to the Verge. But I apologize. But so I either want to see it come down to just straight up football. Or, you know what? Do what they just did now. And decide that they want to have.
Yeah, but how much fun would it be if they did it like the Combine? Make it a skills competition like the Combine. People enjoy that.
That's almost the point where they're going to.
But the whole flag football thing is stupid.
Yeah.
Absolutely stupid. Absolutely stupid. And you're taking out so much of what makes football football. If I wanted to watch flag football, I'd watch flag football. And nobody does.
I was so upset watching the actual game. It's legit. Each side had 25 yards. 25 yards to make a first down, 25 yards to make a touchdown. What the
One
shit
play.
am I watching? Yeah. especially when you're talking about Pro Bowl, it's like pretty much one play.
Yeah.
The only thing I have to walk away from is that you lay a man.
He wins.
He wins.
He's got the best coaching record in all of football, percentage-wise. Ever. Peyton has the worst, and Peyton has the worst. This is just like Peyton choking at the big moment.
F you,
so,
Peyton.
like I said,
I mean, I'm a fan of Peyton, man. Don't get me wrong, but
he is the worst postseason quarterback of the guys in the conversation as the greatest of all time. The guy was 9 out of 14 years. He was 1-out in the postseason. He had one fourth quarter comeback in his postseason career. It's also his only game-winning drive of his postseason career. The guy was a choke artist in the postseason. I'm sorry, I'm saying it. People hate when I say it, but I'm calling it like it is. Look up the record, guys. I'm right. 9 out of 14 postseasons, he lost his first game.
okay,
you can say it's a team game all you want. He's a great quarterback, probably the best regular season quarterback of all time, and he's Dak Prescott in the postseason. Dak Prescott in the postseason. Calling it like it is. So, but I think we can all agree though one thing, and that is that the postseason. The Pro Bowl has to change. You got to do something with it. And like I said, I think it's time they just admit the Pro Bowl sucks. Nobody wants to go. Have it after the Super Bowl so you can get some better players again. Make it where players have to go. It's in your contract. You have to go. Like, can you imagine if let's say the Giants is like half the players like, oh, you know what? Week 17 game against Philadelphia. It's a BS game. Let's just not go. That's what this basically is. We got Ken Cristiano also chiming in saying, if the Bears had a quarterback, he wouldn't have won that Super Bowl with the Colts. You're right, Ken. You're 100% right. And it also was his defense, but Bob Sanders actually being healthy that year that made his team so good and got him the ring in the postseason.
Oh, shit. Look, you dropped your brain knowledge.
No. I'm saying Bob Sanders for the Colts. So, but he's right. He's right. I mean, that was a joke of a Super Bowl. I don't know how the Bears even got in. So, but like I said, we got to change the Pro Bowl. We got to admit it doesn't work. We got to just trash the whole thing, basically. Trash the whole thing. Make it a simple. I think make it a skills competition like the Combine is, and make it after the Super Bowl. Make it a big party. Make it somewhere where they can bring their whole family with them and enjoy. What the hell? Let's make it somewhere in New York, in Europe. They love going to Europe.
Oui.
Part of the big thing about having in Hawaii was that you can go to Hawaii. Players want to take their families to Hawaii. Players don't want to take their families to San Francisco or Las Vegas or Miami. This is places they can go on their own in 2 seconds flat. These guys can go there for dinner and come on back with their private jets. Send them somewhere nice. Imagine the next year the Pro Bowl is a skills competition, the Combine edition in Saint-Tropez. Now that's a competition.
Drew,
because you'll have people show.
We're going to Hawaii next year. Let's go.
They can't. The stadium's gone. So I was there in May, actually, at the Aloha Stadium. And they're tearing that thing down because it's not safe.
Oh.
So they can't even use it anymore. So, yeah, that's not going to work anymore.
Well, that sucks for us, huh?
Well, not for us. We got other options.
Let's go there.
There are other options. Oh, you were going to go visit there and you want to see Aloha Stadium? It's still up right now. Like I said, I don't know when they're going to implode it. They're going to implode it. Aloha Stadium is actually now being used as a flea market. There's the picture for those who are watching live. There I was.
That sounds terrible.
That's the Aloha Stadium. Is a three times a year they do 3 times a week they do a flea market there for tchotchkes for tourists. That's all it is now, and that's in the parking lot because the building is not safe to go into. Even that picture I took, I probably wasn't supposed to take.
Oh, no.
I had to go see the field, though, so where so many greats had played, because that's part of what it is. So many greats played it. And you know who started this whole I don't want to play in the Pro Bowl crap? It was Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman, I remember I think it was like 92. He literally left like the third quarter and flew home. And he was the first one to say, none of the guys want to come here. None of the guys want to do this. But you know what? Again, it's for the fans, guys. Give respect to people that pay your bills. Show up, do your thing. It's not that difficult. Especially it's flag football. You can't complain, oh, I might get hurt in flag football. Shut up.
Yeah.
Second graders.
Justin Jefferson telling me that he got that many yards and not tackled once.
Yeah. The only tackle there was a Jalen Ramsey hit into
Dude.
Was it Tyreek Hill he hit into?
Yeah, Tyreek Hill.
Because Devontae Adams like literally flipped it behind him to Tyreek Hill. And he wasn't trying to even knock him down. He was just trying to go for the actual flag. So, like I said, that's what I think they should do. But I'll tell you what they will probably do is they'll probably just mess it up again next year. That's what the NFL does. They don't know how to do the Pro Bowl. They have no clue to do the Pro Bowl. So, but what we do know how to do is we know how to talk about pending free agents that we should pick up from other teams. So next episode, that's what we got coming for you guys here. Who should we pick up from the other teams? Who are the pending free agents? The guys are going to be hitting the streets that we can go ahead and pick up and be new Giants here so we can improve this roster. Well, this cap space we just got here by cutting these guys. So stay tuned, guys. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, hit all the buttons you got there depending on what kind of platform you're on there, because they're all different names, of course. Most of them are just subscribe. Go for it. Share, of course, with your friends and family. Appreciate that as well. And like I said, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you know. And if you are somebody who likes watching or listening, we got either way, keep in mind. If you're listening to us now and you go, oh, I wish I could watch this show, it's on Facebook, it's on TikTok, it's on Twitter. If you're somebody who likes to go ahead and listen, we're on every single audio podcast platform pretty much known to man.
Please subscribe.
Yeah, every single one. Hit them all. Hit subscribe at them all. And we appreciate you guys listening and taking the time to hear what these two goofballs here have to think about the New York Giants. And as always, guys...
Man.
Thanks for listening to Two Giant Goofballs, a New York Giants podcast. We appreciate your support. If you made it this long, you must have enjoyed it. So I am sure you have followed us on all the social media platforms. Of course, you have subscribed to the show on your favorite app as well and given us a top rating. Right? Right?